said I'll sit here and kick it with y'all for a minute because I gotta get I'm about to push the wrong button. That's that crazy stuff. You know, you about to push one thing and you about to turn the phone off. That's not what you wanted to do. Yeah, everybody. Good afternoon. I'm off work. Yay! Like I'll be there long anyway. I'm getting ready to head to a back at Walgreens. All right. I ain't mad at you. I'm about to head to Kmart. I got a couple transactions up my sleeve. If I can find what I'm looking for, because they didn't have what I wanted yesterday. But I actually need to get some shades for my eyes. My eyes have been really and my eye muscles have been really funky lately. Lady and Mister, y'all always say that. I just got to work. I'll be like, punch in. All right, everybody, I'll see you tomorrow. Well, if they do not have what I want at Kmart, I'm actually going to be stopping by Dollar General too. So, sweet. Okay. I see them offer up sales coming through. Okay. You said you're still over there working, can't stop saving. I'm sorry about that. I apologize for that working. I mean, it happens to the best of us. Why you didn't try? No, we got to try. We got to go in there. We got to go because you never know. Some people might not know. They might not be aware. And it could be piles and stuff on there. Okay. How do you use surprise points at Kmart? Okay. So, if you have $71 in surprise points, Truth Seeker, here's what you need to do. When you have, make sure you sign into shopyourway.com. Sure, Ms. Busy. Make sure you sign into shopyourway.com, go to your surprise points, and make sure you read those terms and what they exclude. Because a lot of times, Shop Your Way points are very, especially the surprise points, they can be very specific. So make sure you take a look at that first. Second, if they're on your account already, when you buy items that they will be applied to, you just tell the cashier you want them to check for surprise points when you get ready to check out. So then they push the Shop Your Way button on the screen, and it'll show whatever points you have that apply to what you're buying. So that's why I said make sure you check the terms first, because like if it excludes grocery or health and beauty, you don't want to take a lot of that stuff. You don't want to take a lot of that stuff up there and then nothing comes off. Usually the surprise points will come off of clothing, household items, furniture type stuff, household goods, I think toys. I think they work on toys. Usually it's the grocery, health and beauty stuff that they exclude. So hopefully that helps. Somebody said they were posting on OfferUp, they're not getting any hits. I would go on to OfferUp. One, make sure your posts are visually appealing. And I may do a quick OfferUp scope tonight about that again, because I know that's one of those things that we get into a lot, where you may have some really good items, but sometimes the way you post them makes people kind of like, oh, I don't want that. You know, I know this one lady, she sells a lot of good stuff. Her prices look pretty good to me. Hartsfield Girl is offering to sponsor somebody's ebook. So if somebody wanted the ebook and you cannot afford that, send me a DM on Instagram, okay? And it got to be somebody who already didn't buy it already. Cut it out. Now, let me make sure. So if you're in here, send that to me, okay? Thank you, Hartsfield, for that. I almost did forget. Yeah, you can make small posts. Keep the posts simple on OfferUp. And I would also, too, make sure that you check for similar items in your area that other people are selling, because it may be that everybody else is underselling you, or that you know, that item is just kind of saturated, your price may be too high. So I would look into it. I would do a little bit more research. If you're not getting any hits at all, not even like questions about the price or other offers, OfferUp is an app that you can download on your phone. You can also use it on a desktop computer to buy and sell items locally. So you don't ship or anything. You usually set up a time to meet up with the person, and they give you cash. Okay, so that's something that I do using Fast and Furious Flippery. I'm a member of the Fast and Furious Flipper Missionary Baptist Church. Okay, first deacon. So what a lot of people do, how do you figure out your prices? For me, and that's different. But I know we got a couple OfferUp pros in here on the scope anyway, so you guys can definitely chime in on that too. But one of the ways that I figure out prices is I'm in stores a lot, so usually the prices that things are in stores, some people do a percentage of regular retail in the stores that are around them. If you live near a lot of discount stores, I'm sorry, my J, I'm getting them. I'm gonna get them. I'm gonna get the kids. I'm gonna get them back. I'm gonna get them back. You know, I will be picking them up today, so I will get them back. But yeah, check the prices in your area. Also, look at what other people are selling. Look at the size and things. Oh yeah, that'd be good, Belinda. Tons of money in the pocket. Yeah, and some people do packages. Like you have, some people do packages and like bundles. Greg did a hustle scope the other week where he talked about bundling. Where you put, bundling is kind of like, you know, you might have a toilet paper, a paper towel, laundry soap, some dryer sheets, some cleaning products and things together in one group. So the person is kind of doing like some one-stop shopping. When they buy this, hey, I don't even have to get no household stuff for the next couple weeks or month or whatever. So bundling is really helpful. A lot of people do well with that. I tend to do more of a grouping tactic, if you will. What I do is I sell groups of items. For instance, if I have a bunch of razors, I may sell, you know, 3 or 4 razors for $10 or $15. Or if it's refills, you might get 3 or 4 refills. So it's kind of like you're stocking up, okay? Yes, he did. Thank you, Greg. If he catches the replay, yeah, appreciate it. I appreciate everybody with all the shout outs for the book. That's been awesome. Thank you guys so much for supporting the project. I loved putting it together. I'm gonna love using it this weekend. I'm gonna love using that, and I hope you guys all will too. Also, if you pay for your ebook and you prior to this scope starting and you haven't gotten it yet, please no. Well, let me say this, Angel. I did this in a way where I used to have a large stockpile, okay? At one point, I wanted to move, and I did not want to move my large stockpile, though it was impressive in the area it was, in the nice room where people could go and shop. When it came to trying to pack that stuff up, and I paid a moving company that charges by the hour and all those boxes that you have to seal up, I learned then that I was not as impressed with my stockpile as I once was, okay? So what I decided to do after that was to, part of what I did to pay for the moving company was to sell stuff from my stockpile. But I said, man, this is a lot of stuff. And at the time, I'll tell you guys some of the pitfalls of stockpiling, because a lot of people don't realize this. When you see the pictures and stuff online, you don't see some of the cons of stockpiling. And one for me was items being ruined or destroyed. I have 2 small kids. If you guys have not seen them, I have 2 small kids. And for a period of time, my son felt like it was his job to open things and just spill them on the floor. And so, and my kids kind of in their mind, it was like, well, we got so much of it. Like, why does it even matter if we play with it? So I was like, oh no, this is becoming a problem because I can't make money off stuff that you wasted. Not only that, some of the chemicals and sprays, the aerosols and things, be careful with those, because when you have an abundance of those, many of those things are flammable. Should you have a house fire or something, that can cause a whole lot of damage, okay? And make sure for my homeowners that you guys are looking into your homeowner's policy to make sure that that doesn't make you liable should something happen, okay? The one in the 7-3 P&G shouldn't say Target, Yolanda. So that was another pitfall for me. Another one was, you know, y'all get those family members who come over and want to help themselves because they see you got 15 of them. I just grabbed a couple. I just filled up a bag. I just, you know, because it's a couple people, you know. And for me, my stockpile was kind of like a bank account. Like, you know, if I needed to, hey, such and such people would refer me to people, you know. And so it was pretty much word of mouth. But, yeah, Tide Pods, we don't use Tide Pods either because my son is small. And he has looked at them and said, is this Candy Bomb? No, it's not. A lot of the chemicals and things, of course, are toxic to kids. So you want to make sure you're storing those things properly. You don't want something that was a fun hobby to turn into something that, you know, causes you a lot of problems or damage to anyone in your family. Also, though, what I realized is the longer things sat around, especially medicines, I would have my mom come and like go through my stockpile every few months. And the amount of medicines that ended up going bad really just irritated me, because I'd be like, man, all this time I spent, even if I wasn't spending a lot of money, all the time I was spending to get these things, and then to just have them sit there and go bad really just wore on me. So I was like, okay, I'm frustrated. I need to start moving this stuff faster. And then I need to start enjoying more cash in my pocket, because even though I can come sit in this stockpile and count my bar soaps, okay, and my body wash, okay, at the end of the day, all them bar soaps and body washes are just that. One, taking up a lot of space. And I started to realize some people, you know, if you have a nice organized stockpile, a stockpile takes a lot of responsibility. That's an additional responsibility in your home to organize, to maintain. And you know, if you coupon a lot and you got all these bags and you got to put stuff away, at some points it can start to become junky and kind of overwhelming if you don't organize it, and you start to get frustrated with it. I know that started to happen to me, and it was just like, I want my space back. I want some space back. So then after that, I moved to a much smaller place. Okay, so I was like, whoa, this ain't gonna work. This storage system is not going to work like I had before. So I said, man, let me see what I can do. So I joined OfferUp last July, man, and it was actually hard for me to keep more than 5 or 10 of anything unless it was just like free or a moneymaker. Because now I'm almost addicted to selling it. I'm not gonna lie. Last night I had some toilet paper. I showed y'all those Kmart transactions I did yesterday with the toilet paper, and I was about to post them on OfferUp, and my mom was like, "Oh yeah, bring some toilet paper over here." And I was like, "Oh, she got me almost. They was almost gone. They was almost out the door, Mama. You know how I do. I'd be like, I could have had them gone in 24 hours. I mean, I've sold all the pads and stuff that I got the other day. I did a transaction and got some more for Breeze, but yeah, I be so ready. Like when I see stuff in the store, people be like, "Oh, what's a good deal this week?" I'm like, I don't know what's a good deal for you, but I know what I'm about to sell this week. Not like I know what's for sale this week. Oh, sweet. Yeah, more money, more money. Way to work. Way to work. And a lot of you guys know when I got on Scope, that's what I always tell people. I'm a recovering stockpiler. I am a fast and furious flipper, which means I don't like to keep things around me for more than like a week. If it's not something like that's for my home that we have, like we have, I don't have a stockpile room anymore, but we have some of those like 9-cube bookshelves in our closets. So like I can keep, you know, my body washes, lotions, you know, the household things for us in one of those in my closet. I have one in my hallway closet for like the toilet paper, paper towel, stuff like that. My kids have one in their closet for a lot of the like little school supplies, and when we get the free shoes from Kmart and stuff, for stuff like that. But we don't keep, we don't keep a lot of, you know, I don't keep 12 months worth of laundry detergent, mainly because it's not going to take me 12 months to find another excellent deal on laundry detergent. It's not going to take me 12 months to find another excellent deal on body wash. So usually I get the stuff, I'll keep enough for us to have maybe 2 weeks or so. Right, the deals are constant, they don't stop. And I think that's and for me, I realized that kind of that hoard mentality almost kind of comes from a mentality of lack, where you kind of feel like, well, what if I can't get any more? Now mind you, when I was couponing when I was pregnant with my son, so I stocked up on a couple things in advance, because I knew I wasn't going to be able to work for about a month and some change. So, you know, money was going to be tighter. So then I stocked up some things longer than that. But after that season, yeah, I haven't really bought, like, now sometimes when you get like off-season clothes for free and stuff, I'll get some of those for the kids, you know, like the next 2 sizes up. Yeah, I mean, and again, like some people, I think there's kind of phases in couponing where you start, you're excited, you're getting the deals, you're like, yes. And then you've seen all the pictures, so you're like, okay, I want to make my little cute stock. Okay, stock it. Yes, I want to go shopping in my cabinet. Okay. It can be truth seeker, but like Greg always says, you have to treat it like a business. If they're going to be serious about doing it full time, yes, you can. but you would have to be fairly aggressive just starting off for that to be a full-time work. But because one, you're going to have to take time building your client base. You're going to have to take time figuring out, you know, what people are buying in your area, because that's different for different areas. You know, in certain areas you can charge more for certain things than others. You want to be looking at your out-of-pocket and your supply of coupons and things. So it takes a little bit of time to establish those things. Is it something one could be doing full-time in less than a year? Sure it is. If they're aggressive and they really want to learn and actually put the work into it, oh yeah. But again, they have to be focused, and they have to really know what they want to do. Like, I don't sell everything. There are some people that sell, you know, furniture. I knew a lady who, when I tell you she sold everything, she sold everything. Okay. I'm a little more focused to like household goods, cleaning goods, personal health and beauty stuff. I don't get into the furniture, the clothing, but I only do person to person. Now I know a lot of people who do eBay, Amazon, OfferUp, 5 Miles, Mercari, and that is a full-time job, because one, you have to devote full time to that in order to do it properly. I always tell people, y'all know I always say ain't no half-stepping. So don't start something that you're not going to do and put your best effort into, because that's when you're going to get the best results. Now, if people are kind of just, oh, you know, I do it from time to time, you're not going to be able to do that and make full-time money, because when people are trying to get the stuff, if you're kind of haphazard, then it's not going to work out. You got to set your systems up properly and everything. So yeah, it can be done. There are quite a few people that do it. I don't. I still work 5 days a week, temporarily. No, I still work 5 days a week. Yes, pretty much. And that's the thing. When once you establish your client base, yes, gotta remember that, man. When you finally got rid of all those Pantene, man, sometimes just to have that space back, you be like, wow. I didn't even realize how much space I haven't had in a long time, thanks to all my stuff. What the world? This stuff ain't paying me no rent. I used to tell people that, like, these pods ain't paying no rent. They gotta turn into cash quickly. Look, I gotta take these magic beans and turn them into cash. Okay, so I'm about to drive, so I gotta turn my chat off. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the chat off because most of you guys in here can answer pretty much most of the questions everybody else has. So I'm driving to a Kmart. It's gonna be like a couple minutes that I'm not going to be able to answer any questions. Hold on. And for anybody, well, if I can get the darn thing to do it. Okay, it's not even moving. Okay, there we go. Okay, so my chat is hidden. But and for those of you who are wondering why I do that, I got a little bit of wisdom last week about driving and trying to read comments on Scope. And so I took that wisdom to heart, and I decided not to scope and try to read comments while I'm actively on the road driving. So you guys will see me pull up in parking lots, or if I'm outside the store before I go in, or even in the store, that's fine. But I'm going to do my best not to drive and try to read comments and stuff on Scope. Couple tips I can give you guys, though. I meant to talk about the Dollar General clearance event. How crazy. As you guys know, we got 2 days before the Dollar General clearance event that starts this Friday, July the 15th, and goes through July the 17th, okay? Even if your store does not have signs up, that does not mean they're not participating. Even if the employees tell you they have no idea what you're talking about, that does not mean they're not participating. Find something small to buy, like 50 cents or 75 cents, and see if it prints on your receipt that there's going to be a clearance event. This has printed on receipts across the country, so the majority of us are under the impression that it is going to be nationwide, okay? If you went into a store today and bought something, then you should get on your receipt, it looks like I have one in here from earlier. If I can find it by the time I get to where I'm going, I'll post it. I'll put it on the screen for you guys once I pull over. But make sure that if you're wondering, go and check. If you guys have the ebook, what you'll find really quickly is that a lot of things are not marked in your store. This is good for you, because that means a lot of people won't be looking at those items as clearance items. And many times you'll get to the register and people, oh no, that's not on clearance. That's not on clearance. Oh no, you can only get the stuff with the tag on it. And then you scan it and they're looking like, well, okay, yes, stop talking. Because some of these items, like I said, I have the benefit of going to a lot of different Dollar General stores. So some stores are really, really bad at tagging stuff, and some stores are really, really good. I've seen stuff marked for clearance in stores a month, 6 weeks before it ever gets marked at other stores, and it's just like, wow, really? So don't fret, don't think, oh my god, well, it's not marked. Go anyway, okay? Also, there's lots of stuff. I told you guys I won't be posting items that are in the ebook on my Instagram, out of respect for everybody who bought the ebook, okay? I will be, however, if you're seeing pictures of items posted on my Instagram for the Dollar General clearance event, that means these are items that I found since I finished putting the book together and have pictures of that I'm posting on Instagram. So those will be great. In addition, I'm also going to post on my Instagram, which is Coupon Chess, if you're new to following me. That's COUPONCHESS. I'm also going to be posting up there the slide that I did from the other night with the other people on Instagram who are usually posting things from Dollar General clearance events, okay? If you saw the title of this scope, it is 291. 291 represents the number of color photos that are in my Dollar General ebook of clearance items. And actually, it's more than 291 items because some of the photos have multiple items in them. I just kind of took a picture of 2 or 3 of them together, just to save time and space, really. So realistically, it's probably over 300 items, individual items, but 291 photos, which I didn't even, what's so funny is when I did the first edition, it had 150 photos in it. And I knew I added more. I didn't realize I had almost doubled the amount of photos in there. And this time the difference is I try my best to categorize them a little bit so that you could, you know, kind of be looking for things in the same area all at once and it wasn't scattered. So you don't have to flip back 10 pages to say, oh, was there a picture of this? Well, I think it was, let me go all the way back through all the pages. So you don't have to do that because they're categorized. So it's a work that I definitely put a lot of work into. My kids helped support the work, spending a whole lot of time at Dollar General and kind of chilling and sitting still while mom is putting photos together and all that good stuff. So I'm grateful for them, and I'm grateful for you know, the sacrifice that they made to allow mom to do that. So if you guys want to get the ebook, you can PayPal $13.95 to couponchess@gmail.com, and I will be sending those out. As you guys know, right now I'm on the road, so you PayPal me right now. It's not gonna go out immediately. It will be after I get home. So I am almost at Kmart. So I'm gonna log out, see where my power is and everything, and then I'll be back on if I find something great at Kmart. All right, guys, have a good day.